What was it like kind of playing with Peyton Manning?
It was awesome. It was incredible just to play with him and just to see how he went about his business. I would say me meeting him on the first day, walking into that locker room, I'm trying to act like I'm a little busy putting things away in my locker, and there he walks in. And it's just like, sometimes you meet a celebrity and you feel like they're so much bigger than you, even though Peyton's not that much taller than me. It was just like, he looked like he's 7 feet tall that day. And he walked in, he introduced himself, and he's like, "Hey, my name is Peyton." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Like, you're the guy from the Nationwide commercials." But just kidding. But him walking in that day and introducing himself showed what type of leader he was. But obviously, everybody knows who he is, especially if you're walking into the NFL locker room. But for him to just go out of his way just to introduce and be one of the guys was one of the most incredible things, one of the most selfless things. And he knew everybody in the building by their first name. He treated everybody with respect because he knows everybody needs and plays a part in winning a championship.
That's awesome. So your second season, you kind of getting going. Obviously, the team's having a lot of success. What were you kind of doing just to kind of propel yourself? Like, hey, like if I can be anywhere you need me to be on the field. You need me to play special teams, I'll do it. If you need me out there on offense, I'll do it. What were you kind of doing just to kind of show the coaching staff, like, hey, like I can be the guy if you need me?
Just being consistent. I had to be consistent in practice every single day before they could really trust me. So that's what I was doing. I was being consistent every single day in practice with my effort. And that's what got me noticed. And that's what, got me some trust with Peyton is, when he did call my number in that game against Detroit, catching that pass, I think I caught 4 third down conversions that day. And it was history ever since that he could trust me and that the coaching staff could trust me. And that's where I've been. And that's what I will continue to do throughout my career.
That's awesome. And so going to the Super Bowl against Carolina, were there any jitters, or do you think like the defense is unbelievable? We got Peyton Manning, like we can do it.
I mean, there were jitters just because, you're playing in, the Super Bowl. It's my second year playing in the league. And yeah, so there were definitely some jitters, but at the same time, yes, we were very confident in the defense that we had, the preparation that we did, who was that quarterback for us, and also that defense just being incredible, having all those, incredible guys that were clicking on all the right cylinders. So no, we definitely knew what we had, and we came into that game confident.
And so you caught the 2-point conversion later in
Yes.
the game. Did you keep the ball?
No, I gave it back to Peyton. Last
I was gonna
pass
say,
ever. So, people
all
ask me
right.
that all the time, but no, I gave it back to him. I didn't think he was going to say yes to it when I actually offered it to him, but he was like, yeah, man, I really appreciate that. And why not? He's done so much, and I can always tell that story forever. I have his last ever regular season home game jersey,
Yeah.
made out to me. So, I just thank, him for everything that he's done for my career.
What's your favorite? What was the what was the coolest thing you got to do while celebrating the Super Bowl victory?
Man, that night I think I met Lil Wayne. I just met so many different people. If I had to go back and do it again, I would really just take pictures with all those people. But life is happening so fast, and it was so early on in my career that you feel like you can just get back there again, and that's not necessarily the case.
That's interesting. That's unbelievable. And then then you've played with three of the best quarterbacks of all time. They're all gonna be first ballot Hall of Famers: Peyton, Eli Manning, Drew Brees. Who did you kind of feel like you kind of meshed with the best?
I can't really say in terms of that. I um, Now I can't really say in terms of
Yeah.
who I meshed with the best. I caught the most passes from Eli, but I had Peyton for 2 years. And then I got hurt with Drew this year, but, I meshed with all of them really well because I know where to be. They understand that I'm a veteran. I understand the game and to do my job. So I can't really say who I meshed with the best, but I had fun with every single quarterback.
Is that behind you, the 2-point conversion? I'm seeing this right behind you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a picture of it right there.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I'm like, where's he got a picture of Teakley? I'm like, oh,